go inside. I'm in the bathroom, as you can see, I'm not really sweating. We'll get into the mirror view in a little bit. As promised. Let's try some. We're gonna go to juice press. It's a 5-minute walk, so we're going to the studio. No, there's a juice press right nearby. Smoothie time! I love talking with people. So I always look up on YouTube a workout class before I go in to try it because I don't want to just spend my money on something that might not be for me. There's never anything there. So I'm now your go-to girl for workouts across New York City that are also across the country. This week I tried out New York Pilates, which I actually heard from Something Navy's Instagram stories. So I tried 2 classes. I tried Sculpt and Restore in the I tried one Sculpt and Restore class in the Bowery location, and then I went to the West Village location and I did one Sculpt and Restore class in the Bowery location, and then I also saw the West Village location where I took a core cult jump class. Say that 10 times fast. Core cult jump, 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 core cult. Okay. Back to the review. I'm gonna go through both classes and what they were all about. So the Sculpt and Restore class, I gotta be honest, I was really expecting something that would maybe make me break a sweat at least. So it was a lot of stretching, which is actually really good because I have really tight hamstrings. So for me to incorporate something with stretching into my routine is great. And you know, we were really laying down about 90% of the time, which is great. But for some people who might want more of a hardcore, high impact, sweat dripping workout, it's definitely not for you. So the Sculpt and Restore class was your typical Pilates class. You were laying down, you were pushing against the, what was it called? It was a typical Pilates class, but it was very, very chill. By the time it was over, I was like, wait, that was it? But which could be a good thing and a bad thing. And I will get into that when we go into the pros and cons. And the core cult jump class was unlike anything I've ever taken before. So they put the jump board up on the machine. Basically the entire time you are laying down and kicking this board. So you're basically you're doing jump squats while lying down. That was a majority of the class. It was honestly really interesting and great because you're laying down the whole time, so you don't really realize the pain or the trembling, but it really was a good workout. And then they would incorporate your arms. So while you're doing the pushing of your legs, you're also doing biceps. So it got a little complicated, but it was actually really cool, unlike anything I've ever done before. So I definitely recommend that class over the Sculpt and Restore class if you're into just trying new things and getting a burn from something you might not have ever thought of before. Whereas the Sculpt and Restore, if you're just looking for like a quick little workout where you get to lay down and just do the basics of Pilates, then that's definitely more for you. So, the reason I like New York Pilates is because you don't really sweat that much. One of these classes I took before work, I took a 7:30 class, the core cult jump class, which was definitely more intense than the Sculpt and Restore class. And I really didn't sweat. I felt warm. I felt like I definitely worked out, but I didn't sweat. So I went into the bathroom, I washed my face. There wasn't a shower there. I didn't feel the need to shower. I washed my face. They have living proof shampoo there. That's another dry shampoo. That's another pro. I used their dry shampoo. I used their deodorant. I brought my makeup. They had a changing room, and I was good to go. That's definitely a big pro for mornings where you just don't want to sweat. Second pro, their products. They have such good dry shampoo, living proof. The deodorant is a spray natural deodorant, and my sister actually bought it for herself because she loved it so much. This is a really great workout for people that don't like high intensity. I personally, myself, love high intensity. I love HIIT workouts. I love circuit training because I don't like being on a treadmill or an elliptical. I hate that type of cardio. I get so bored. So I love high intensity workouts where I leave feeling like, holy shit, that was crazy. My face is bright red and I'm good to go. So this is a really good class for someone who doesn't like that, who gets out of breath easily, who hates cardio. And for the core cult jump class, you do get some cardio in while laying down. So that's a great pro. Pro number 3 is it's actually quite relaxing for a workout class. It's not so relaxing where it's like a yoga or where it's like a meditation class, but when you walk in, you lay down and they have you close your eyes for a minute. They have you really set your intentions, and there's not loud pumping music or anything. You're just listening to the instructor's voice. So there's something really calming about it. And if you want to just get in a quick workout and kind of feel relaxed at the end of the day, you're drained, it's 7 p.m. and you just want to get something in because you're going to be in a bikini tomorrow, but you are just too tired to go somewhere that takes so much out of you. It really is a great class. Pro number 4, there's a lot of stretching involved. So between all of your moves, you're stretching, which is really great for me because I am the least flexible, tightest hamstring person you will ever meet. I appreciate that personally, and it's great because you're not as sore the next day. Pro number 5, this has to do with price. Although it is very pricey, if you go on the Mind Body app right now, which if you don't have it, I highly recommend you get it, and I will do my own video on that if need be. Just comment down below if you don't know what I'm talking about and I will walk you through the app. It is perfect. So on the Mind Body app, if you click on New York Pilates of any of their locations, they're mostly on sale. So you'll see usually the class is, let's say, $47 and then it'll be in red $40. So that is a perk because a lot of workout classes, they don't really have sales. They'll do like New Year's resolution sales, but most workout classes, if they're gonna have a sale or a promo code, it's on a package to trick you into getting a 10 class package. But for New York Pilates, they have just class to class discounts, and that is great. If you're ever looking to try it out but it's too pricey for you, I would just weekly go on the Mind Body app and see when the prices look good. Sometimes they go down to 30, you never know. So if you're really interested in this class and it is pricey, I would definitely recommend that. My last pro, number 6, is that the instructors do come, I only experienced 2 instructors, but from what I experienced, those instructors both come around and make sure that you're doing it correctly. A lot of the times I feel like in some studios that's just not a priority. And it's really important that you don't get hurt. So I do like that because it is a small class, the instructors are able to come around and help you. So these cons are all relative. They might make you hate the studio before you even try it, or they might kind of make you want to try it. But these are the cons that I took away. So I hope they help you out a little bit at least. Con number 1, personally, I do not think the price is worth it because for me, if I'm going to pay for a pricey workout class, I want to leave feeling like $1 million. I want to feel like I definitely wouldn't have been able to get that kind of a workout on my own because I wouldn't have been motivated enough. I want to feel like a sweaty red mess ready for a protein shake. And actually something interesting is after every workout class I take, I do get a protein shake in and it's my reward and I feel like I'm fueling my body. After this class, I went and I grabbed my protein shake and I started drinking it and I was just like, I feel gross. I feel like I'm putting in 1 million calories into my body. This doesn't feel good. And that's because I didn't feel like I got that great of a workout. That's not worth the price for me. That's my con. However, like I mentioned, they are on sale a lot. That leads me to con number 2. I didn't sweat. That's all. Con number 3, which kind of alludes to the fact that it's pretty relaxing, but a con for me, if you haven't been able to tell, I like high intensity, I like motivation, I like adrenaline. So I personally like there to be music. There is background music. It's light music. It's no music that you would be able to sing along to. I don't even know if there's words. Maybe there are. Don't quote me on that, but it's very subtle background music. It's just listening to the instructor the whole time, which kind of puts you in the zone. But for me, that was a con because personally, music is a big factor for me in a workout. My last con, number 4, is, I forgot. So, my last con for New York Pilates is that they actually don't ask in the beginning of the class if anyone's new, which, I mean, some people might like that because I know a lot of people don't like to be called out if they're new, like particularly in SoulCycle. I know it's like really intimidating big deal, but for a class with only a few people in it on a machine that you're not familiar with, if you're new to the class, an instructor really should ask beforehand. Even if it's just when you check in, they notice that you're new and then run it through you, not with everyone else in the class. They really should be asking if anyone's new and make sure that everyone knows what they're doing. So I might have looked like I knew what I was doing because I was just following what the people around me were doing and the equipment that they were taking out, but I really didn't know, so it would have been nice if someone asked. Anyway, so that being said, I don't remember if they asked if anyone had injuries. I'm fairly certain one of them did and one didn't, but if that applies to you, you know, I would just recommend when you walk in, if you do want that extra attention if you're new, like I was saying, if you're new or if you're injured, I would just recommend walking in and talking to the instructor first. The instructors were really nice and super helpful. This hair just won't leave my eyeball. So that's it for my pros and my cons. The pros actually outweigh the cons here, but it's all relative, like I said, because it really depends what you liked about the pros and the cons, but those were my pros and cons. For me, it's definitely not something I'm gonna incorporate into my weekly routine because I sit at a desk all day, every day at work. I barely even get a walk-in. So for me, when I go to work out, since it's like the 1 hour I'm even moving in my entire day, except for when I go to get lunch or walk to the bathroom or whatever it may be, I like to get all of my steps, all of my sweat out in that 1 hour. It's definitely not something I would want to do every single day, but it for sure has its perks. I already have a few more reviews in the works. This week I went to Barry's boot camp, and I will be going to Y7 next week, so stay tuned for those reviews. In the next 2 months, I'm going to be sharing with you my all-time favorite transformative workout ever, and it's gonna change your life if you've never been there, so stay tuned for that. Please comment below if you've either been eyeing a studio and you want me to try it first, or if you are obsessed with the studio and you want me to try it out and you want to just bring light to everyone else's lives and all of their fitness goals and bring it to our attention, and I would love to try it out. Please like, comment, subscribe, and my social media handles are below. Bye guys.